Hi guys, I'm Sylvia and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for all the love on my last video. I am truly grateful. And I really hope you guys stick with me on my journey here on YouTube and just really encourage me to keep going.
Survive. He depend on this bad man them one make a back to.
Today I'm going to be discussing on a very important topic which I've gotten from thousands of people. I'm not exaggerating when I mean thousands of people. A lot of people. The cost of becoming a certified nursing assistant with the school, the institute I schooled in, which is Infinity Skills Studies. So I'm going to be doing the cost analysis and let's just get right into it. First thing you need to know is who is a certified nurse assistant. A certified nurse assistant is someone who has thoroughly gone through training to become a nurse aide, to assist nurses in caring for patients and providing basic life support. So that said, let's get right into the cost. So we have the tuition fee and we have the miscellaneous fee. Now for the tuition fee, it's about 2,860 dirhams. Now I'm Nigerian and I don't know if there are other countries that would watch this video. I'm going to be doing my sum up in Naira. So 2,860 dirhams for the tuition fee, and there is a value added tax which is about 143 dirhams. Now the rate is about 210 dirhams to Naira. So let's do our calculation. A total sum of 3,003 dirhams. So that is 3,003 times 210, which is 210. We have about 630,000 Naira. Now for our miscellaneous fee, this consists of the resource fee, which is about 380 dirhams. We have the certification cost, which is about 157 dirhams. We have the uniform, which is about 189 dirhams. I'm going to show you guys what the uniform looks like. This is what the top looks like. It's just like every nurse outfit you see, and this is what the shirt looks like. I'm really tall, that's why it's so long, and pardon me on how rough it looks. It's been in my box ever since. So that said, you have the manuals, which is about 126 dirhams. Then there's some life support, which is what you would do while taking this course, and it's like it has a fee attached to it because they'll actually groom you to know how to take a CPR properly, and that is about 435 dirhams. These are external bodies that actually come to the school to train you, and then you take the exams. That's why it probably has its fee attached to it, different from the tuition fee. And then you have on-the-job training, which is accredited. That's the good thing about Infinity. So unlike other institutes, you get to do an on-the-job training. So you're not just learning a course, you're actually practicing it in the field. So you also have international certification, and the on-the-job training is about 1,050 dirhams. Now, the international certification, they have two categories. So this particular course comes in two categories. You can either become an international caregiver or you become a certified nurse assistant. Now, if you choose to take the two courses, fair enough. They have a program that can help you take the two, because I actually took the two courses. So I'm an international caregiver and I'm also a certified nurse assistant. Now, for the international certifications, you have the bodies called, I think, AMCA is for the nursing assistant, and then for the caregiver, I think is AMA or so, I'm not sure. Anyways, that's also about 1,050 dirhams, and that is a total sum up of 3,388 dirhams. In addition to the initial tuition fee, which is about 3,003 dirhams, we have a total sum of 6,391 dirhams multiplied by 210, which will give us about 1.3,421,010 kobo. So this is approximately 1.4 million for this course. But the good thing about Infinity is that they have a payment schedule, so you can pay in installments. You have to pay a reservation fee for the uniform and the manuals, which are the modules that we're giving to you for the course. And once you pay that, you can keep paying the first installment, which is 450, second installment 450. The reservation fee and uniform is 300 dirhams, first installment 450, second installment 450 till the sixth installment. So see how good it is. The sixth installment, and you have to pay every month, is 450. Then you can now pay for the basic life support and certification until you're done paying. Now this course is for a duration of 7 months, just for the course. And then if you're doing the on-job training, it's 300 hours, and 300 hours can be done within 1 month if you go for the training every day. But if you work in Dubai and you want to do the training, you have to, and you know your work is going to affect you, it can take you close to 4 months to 5 months to finish up the training. Maybe if you're going once in a week or twice in a week, so it can take that long. But if you're in a hurry to get it done, you have to literally go for the training every day. Other things that you need to get as a nurse assistant is your stethoscope, which is used to check your your BP, your blood pressure. That's what you use. We use the manual. That's what you use for the training. But I think once you're like a pro, you can always use the automatic. But this manual is what makes you stand out. That doesn't make sense, but yeah, that's what they use for the training. I think like if you can use the manual, you can also be able to use the automatic. And then we have the blood sugar level. As a nurse assistant, you should be able to take a proper blood sugar level of your patient. You also have the temperature reading. This is for the ear. There are also the ones for the mouth, your armpit. So like it depends on which one, but we're asked to get this one. And then yeah, you also have to learn how to check the pulse. You also learn how to do clean wounds, patient wounds, do basic activities of daily living such as bathing, feeding, taking a stroll with your patient, talking to your patient, just keeping them occupied. That's basically what you have to do. Now we're going to move ahead to the cost to travel from Nigeria to Dubai. While I was traveling, I traveled with someone, and as such my calculations were based on 2. However, I'll try as much as possible to differentiate it and just give you guys a sum up. So if you're traveling to Dubai, first thing you need to do, I need to actually make this clear. For this course, you also don't get a student visa because it's a 7-month course duration, and you also don't get an accommodation because it's just a 7-month course duration. So it's not an actual university where they can make provision for student visa and accommodation. Now, if you're going to, let's start with getting your visa. If you're going to get your visa, you can get a visiting visa for 3 months, and at every interval you have to renew. After 3 months, you have to keep renewing until you're done with your course. Say the course takes you 7 months, and for you to be done with your on-the-job training is another maybe 2 months or 3 months, just assuming, let's just say a total of 10 months. So we'll be calculating based off of 10 months. So, or let's just say 9 months, since it's 3 months and you always have to renew. So let's just say 9 months. So for 3 months visa, it's about 2,500 dirhams. So 2,500 dirhams times 210, which is about 525,000 naira, times 9 months, which is about 4.7 million. That's what you have to pay for 9 months for your visa. Now, I would not advise anybody going that is just really trying to put yourself together to spend this much. I would advise maybe you go get a job. When you get a job and you're stable with your job, then you can also go to school. The courses, the thing about the school is you don't have to go every day, except you really just want to get done with the course. But if you don't want to, you have classes for Sunday, you have classes for Monday, you have classes. It depends on what works for you. They can always adjust to that. Now, that said, we would move to the cost to travel. So your plane tickets, you need to, when you're taking your visa, you're taking for 3 months, meaning you have to get a returning ticket. So assuming you have to get a returning ticket, and tickets sales is about 200 and something, let's just say 300k to go, coming back to is about 300k. That's a total of 600k naira. So 600,000 naira is what you have to pay to move. Now let's talk about the accommodation, since they won't be providing accommodation for you. There are different kinds of accommodation in Dubai. You have the one where you get to share a room with different people. It's like they provide bunks for you and you get to share the room with like 10 people. It's just a bunk, you just pay for bunk space. And then you have the partition, you have the studio, you have the 1 BHQ, you have the 2 BHQ, 3 BHQ, like that penthouse and all of that good stuff. So for someone who is and the cost of housing in Dubai is really high. I cannot overemphasize that. And so for just a bed space, if you're taking the up bunk, I think my friend said it's about 400 dirhams, and then the down bunk is about 300 dirhams. So let's just say you're taking the down bunk, the expensive one. Let's say 500 dirhams. 500 times 210, which is about 105,000. Remember, you're going to be there for 9 months, so times 9, which is about 945,000 naira. Now, if you're going to take maybe a partition, probably because you want your space, you don't want to be all up in people's business, you get a partition where it's just like a house that is shared, that is demarcated. That one you get to pay, the lowest is 1,200 dirhams. So 1,200 times 210, which is about 252,000 naira. Now multiply this by 9 months, which will be there, which is about 2.2 million naira. Now this can work if you're a student, but there are people that are rich kids. I'm not doubting that. So if you want to get probably a studio, it's possible, but just know that it's not inclusive, that the landlord provides your gas bill or pays for your DIWA. DIWA is your electricity and your water, or that they provide your Wi-Fi bill. So all that is exclusive of the rent, and the rent is always ranging from the cheapest is about 2,500. So 2,500 times 210, which is about 525k. Then multiply it by 9, which is about 4.7 million, and this is excluding other charges. Those charges are always usually around 1,000 dirhams, and please, my calculations are based on a monthly payment. So this 4.7 million is what you pay in 9 months if you're going to be staying in a studio. And now the extra charges are about 1,000 dirham. 1,000 times 210, that's 210k, times 9, which is 1.8. So 4.7 plus 1.8, which is roughly around 6 million. That's how much you're going to be paying just for housing. Interesting. So one thing I would always tell people is it's easier for people that actually work there to school. It's not advisable that when you're moving to a place, you're using all of your finances in your country to, for your studies, except you're actually very rich. I'm not disputing that we don't have rich people here. There are so many rich people. So if that's the case for you, then you cannot actually feel it. But if you're just struggling and trying to make ends meet for yourself, it's advisable you come, you get a job. When you get a job, the good thing about the visa, like the visa charges that you have to pay 3 months, if you get a job, you just know that, oh, in 1 year, the visa is always valid for 2 years if you get a job and they process your visa. So for 2 years, you're not worrying about that one. You're going to school. Some companies some companies even provide accommodation. So it just depends on how you get a job. It's easier that way. So these are the costs to travel to Dubai to study nursing assistant with Infinity Studies. Or caregiving. So my light is back, it went off. So that is all. I think I've touched on everything. I really wish you guys the very best. If it's something you want to pursue, you should. And also, let me put this disclaimer: I am not an expertise on this. I'm just sharing my experiences and everything that I had to pay and to study this course. The prices can change with time. I'm not the one that you will now come for me and say, but you said this was the price. Prices can change, depends on the institute. That's why most times I got a lot of messages like they don't want to tell us the cost. They just keep saying we have to come. Yes, because they don't want to waste time with people. They have a lot of people that they're talking to, so they need to know that you're actually serious about taking the course. That's why. So I wish you guys all the best, and if you have any complaints or you have something you want to still ask me concerning it, do well to enter my DM. My Instagram is Tallsylvia, which is what you're currently seeing on YouTube, the same name. On all social platforms, that's my name. If there's any, maybe you don't see my name, probably write the A 2 times. That's just it. Thank you guys once again for the love on my last video, the encouraging messages. Moving forward, we're just all about positivity. So make sure to do all to like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. Help me continue to stay consistent, because it falls a person when you're constantly receiving good reviews. So do all to subscribe, like, comment, drop a lovely comment. It's so beautiful to see and reply to. So yeah, let me not blab more than this. If you have any more questions, enter my DM, and see you guys in another video.
No ginger me, bad energy far away.